if you want to go in completely fresh, do your best to mute everything that you can. It's only a week left.
Yeah, literally. We've got like 9 days or so now, isn't it? Yeah. It's one of the hardest things about being involved with a game like this. It's just like you want to tell everybody everything, and you can't.
Oh yeah.
I just want to like all my like gaming mates. I just want to tell them like literally everything, but you can't.
Oh man, yeah. I know how it goes. I know how it goes, man.
You more than anyone. You more than anyone.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Isano. Maybe Isano especially.
I suppose, yeah. From the earliest point of development.
Ooh,
we got cancels. Nice.
There's still, even about this game, there's all kinds of stuff that we can't wait. We can't wait for people to see it on their own. You know, we wanted to tell you, but we don't want to spoil it for you.
No. It's always best to like discover stuff naturally.
These guys, yeah.
Oh, we're switching. We're switching. I'm still wondering when he's going to bring out Rawhide. I'm sure he's got an idea in mind.
Look at that. Ooh. Double S. Triple S. Nice.
Smoking Sexy Style. I think that's the best abbreviation we've had for the Triple S yet.
Smoking Sexy Style. You got it, dude.
Was that one of yours, Matt? That definitely sounds like one of yours.
No, a lot of people say, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, Matt, did you come up with, like, for instance, yeah, that stuff, for instance, the style terms, for instance, or like, Matt, are you the narrator?" No, I'm not. I'm not the style voice. Oh, nice, he's going up there getting the red orange.
This is all this stuff I had no idea about. Like, you've already seen 2 areas I didn't even know.
Is he gonna get up there? Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh, nice! I can't tell how hard
know this.
Isano says, "Ah."
What? Another one up there. You just got to stand still.
Look at you, even though that, man. Oh man.
So how was it? You played the demo too much?
Hardcore. I had a stream. We were doing that thing in Japan we call Capcom TV a little while back, and I was playing this level, and we were trying to get on top of the horse, and I could not do it on the stream. As embarrassing as that is.
So we need to get Gabriel out next time. We'll fly him out to Japan.
Gabe did it on his first try, essentially.
Pretty much. That's ridiculous.
That was badass.
What happens when you rinse the demo probably like 100 times, pretty much. I respect it. I respect it a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Nice, there we go.
Man, you are like making bank right now. Look at this red orbs. I don't even know how you do that down sword move.
Well, this one?
Yeah.
It's just
forward and
split.
Okay. I must have played the whole game without using it once.
Hopefully, I think Gabe can tell, but I mean, from the dev point of view, really the idea is that you want to go through those devil breakers. Don't be afraid to use those break age moves. Obviously, you do want to be careful so that you don't completely run out. But I mean, from a stylish point of view, it's really all about trying to use those devil breakers and using the break age moves and going through them here.
Yeah, you're definitely incentivized to, get creative and break them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going for, from the dev point of view. We've kind of explained this in a couple of interviews at this point, but we want to have differentiation between the 3 characters. We didn't want Nero and Dante to just kind of be clones of each other. And when we came up with V, the reason that V is such a completely different concept is very much that we go, look, he's not just like, there's no point in making a new character if the new character isn't gonna be different from the other characters.
Yep.
In that case, it's just the skin, right? So
exactly. Yeah.
We very much tried to make sure that the gameplay was differentiated for all 3 characters there. And that's why, Dante is all about changing styles, changing weapons all on the fly. Nero is all about, okay, he's got these devil breakers, and how can I use these? In what order should I use these? And when should I use these?
Right, I'm just going to set up Carlo here so that he's joining us on the mic as well. In fact, Carlo, do you want to... I'll jump out a sec. Do you want to, just jump on? And then, Matt, if you want to talk to Carlo about all the Nero scan model stuff.
All right.
Cool.
Let's do that.
Where did I come from again?
Hey Matt, can you hear me?
All right, Carlo, what's up, man?
Yo, how's it going? It's going exciting. Gosh, watching this thing getting me excited. I have to play it later again.
What's it feel like to see yourself tearing apart demons?
Casual Monday to Friday, you know.
There you go.
Usual day in the office. It's great, honestly. It's cool. It's kind of cool to see how the developments come from, you know, when I used to play games when I was like 17 and 16, you know, like to now, and just how the detail and the gameplay and what you can do with it's a whole nother level. So it's kind of cool to come back and revisit everything a bit. It's very cool.
It's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm sure. Obviously, you're a model. So there's very specific things that you have to do with your hair and your look, I would imagine. But man, someday if we could see you with like short white hair like Nero, man, that'd be insane, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It would be pretty cool. I'm going to this. So anyone who wants to come join, I'm going to the games convention in Milan from the 8th till the 12th, and so I'll be there. And I am considering potentially to go white in my hair and clean shaven, so there's an option. Depends how much they pay me.
That's crazy, man.
They do like a just for men white. Is that a thing?
Just
for men white. They must do.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, it's like silver. It does look quite cool because the hair, like Nero, I can see it right now. So the hair Nero's got there is obviously exactly like very similar to what I had when I was doing it. So it's shorter, but I have had it short like that before. So there definitely there's possibilities. I'll do a vote online.
That's amazing, man.
See what people want.
Do you remember when we actually did the scan in Serbia?
Yeah, of course I do. Amazing.
How was that, like, as an experience? I'm assuming you haven't done anything like that before, right?
Yeah, it's different. So I haven't really done scans like that before. I've done scans for certain animations in videos, but not in games. So nothing game related. Okay. And you know,
so
yeah.
Was that the same kind of thing where they kind of had you for a scan, right? A scan for anybody that doesn't quite understand. We scan Carlo. He's the model. We put Carlo like in a big circle of cameras and got a bunch of pictures of him. And then with that, we can make 3D data of him. And that's how you get the Nero model in the game. Yeah. When you were doing that stuff for animation that you were talking about, was it that same kind of thing, or was it something different?
Nah, it was very basic. It was just basically capturing my face from different angles and then putting it into an image to then stabilize it for the videos. So it wasn't games. It was nothing to do with games. It was just it was commercials I've done in the past with. You know, and sometimes they wanna, you know, they switch between my actual face and it's like an animation. So that was, and it was very basic. You know, when we did it, I mean, it was like, was it 200 cameras around this cool little pod? I can't remember. I think it was like 200, right? 200 cameras?
Yeah, it was something like, I forget how many.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was actually, I want to say, at least 50 or 60 some cameras.
Oh, man,
and that's just for your body. And then we did it again for your face, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty cool. So yeah.
When we did it for your face, you probably remember, we actually had you kind of make all these different faces, right?
Yeah. I had this guy.
It was like, doing all that different stuff, right? Yeah.
Trust me.
When you were doing your animation stuff, did you do that the same kind of thing, or was it just basically in one state?
No, that was not. So with Devil May Cry, when we did that, obviously we had all these different expressions, and there's obviously, I didn't even know, if for you guys out there who don't know, there's this alphabet for facial expressions. I had no idea about that. So when they
never heard of that.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah. So when they start introducing me to these different expressions, I was like, how do you even do that expression? I didn't even know it existed. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of coaching, wasn't there?
Yeah. So as a guy in front of me,
do this or whatever. Yeah.
Full thing. Like,
and that's also that we can have the data, so that when the character talks, the character wasn't necessarily the actor for the character is not Carlo, right? That's actually somebody else. That's Johnny Young Bosch. He's actually the one that does the acting and the voice acting. And when Johnny Young Bosch makes different faces, we need the technology to make it so that your model is making those same faces. And so to do that, then we end up scanning your face like that in all these different configurations, so that the 3D model, the 3D data can represent that. Look at that, finishing it off with the taunt.
Oh,
that was nice.
Nice game. Nice,
Great.
dude.
Lots of enemies in this room.
good character. Yeah, it was good.
I'm loving the use of
Good
red
gameplay as well. Good
Nice one.
gameplay. That's great.
Nice,
Matt, did you have to do all this stuff when you did, what was it, the Resident Evil Zombie? Or was it a lot more straightforward?
Nope. For me, it was a lot different. For the Resident Evil, Nice, getting up there, getting up in another secret spot.
It's like proper like DMC parkour.
Maybe we should have actually mentioned spoilers for the stream.
This is a scene I played at the event we had in London.
That's right.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's right. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, you played it. You played it there. That's right. We got a picture of you sitting at the kit.
Oh yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, for the zombie thing, that was a little different. That was, they didn't get my like facial expressions and stuff. That was, we have a couple amazing 3D modeler arts here that they did take like a kind of static 3D scan of me, and then from there they really changed it all.
Okay.
And that's because it was a zombie. You know, it really wasn't meant to be something where we were gonna have like.
No, you weren't like a main character or anything like that. Yeah.
Exactly. But like for instance, we have our buddy Miguel Cordy, the head of localization. He's in Resident Evil 2 as the cop.
Oh really? That's sick.
Yep. And Miguel, yeah.
You do a lot of like in-house kind of casting by the sounds of it.
Let's get airport.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we have a whole bunch of different people here that, you know, because we use so much of the scanning tech, we have a lot of people on the side that we have scanned for various different reasons. For me, yeah, I was scanned, for instance, as a zombie in RE2. I've been scanned before as other stuff too. I mentioned also that you see these kind of husks of people, especially in this stage here in Devil May Cry 5. That's me and it's a modeler from the game, Alexander Jaude, who the two of us, like kind of in these different configurations, and they actually scanned us. In the end, they changed the model so much you can't tell that it's us at all.
Are you in this game somewhere?
In this one, yeah, it's just you see the husks of the people.
Okay, no, but
like,
are you in this one somewhere? Like fans like dig deep enough, are they gonna find like, you know, a corpse with like your face on it or something?
Nah, they're not gonna find anything that they'll be able to recognize.
Okay. Oh, skip. Sorry.
Yeah, so you know, here's the battles that's not in the demo.
Yeah, it's not. This is when you get first introduced to these annoying guys. What are these called?
So I don't know.
These are quite, yeah.
They got like double meat.
Mad.
Yeah. They're really sturdy.
These guys are Hell Antinola is what they're called.
Okay. Have you taken any damage yet? No. I don't want to jinx it. I just wanted to ask. Okay. Yeah. These guys are definitely annoying for that.
The point with these guys, as you can tell, is you knock them back. That's when they come at you like that.
Yeah.
With their cleavers. So you got to be careful of that. Nice finish. Nice kill camera. Even though Gabe has only played the demo for the most part, he's doing pretty well against all these guys.
He's showing me all this extra stuff, like these like little like cubby holes didn't know were there. Like, you've been in two like secret rooms in the scenery that I didn't know were there. You just gotta explore.
Oh, I know.
But they've just been through the games of
a lot of the secrets here. You know, Matt, in retrospect, maybe we shouldn't have had people that are so good at the game, because people are going to see the stream and they're going to think that it's a relatively easy game.
No, I've still got to play my V section yet. That's fine. They're
there you go. There you go.
I'll die on purpose. I'll die on purpose.
Right on. Come on, gotta go.
Okay. Got a bit of a.
All right, here we go. It's live time.
I'm doing a bit of a live stream on my Instagram as well. So you've got a bit of a live feed.
Live stream on Instagram. We can hit it because we don't normally do Instagram, so we're literally hitting all the broadcasting
all the platforms.
All
the platforms today.
This is the first time Capcom Europe's ever done this.
It's great.
I'm excited.
Matt, should we do a few more questions regarding the scan and stuff, and then that'd be quite cool to capture that while he's doing his game here, which is pretty cool.
So, like you said, it was the first time you've done the scan model stuff, isn't it? So, like, is it just something you're probably going to pursue again more in the future?
And do you know what? It's interesting. So it was a really good experience. Often, you know, when it comes to modelling jobs, it's quite a straightforward kind of thing you do. When it comes into commercials and more acting, you have a bit more variation what you can do. But this was quite a different concept. So actually doing something that was quite outside of the box and slightly
diversifying the portfolio.
Exactly. And it was a bit more, you know, has a bit more longevity. Obviously, you know, it's integrated in a game. It's going to be, you know, there forever.
This is going to sell millions. So
exactly.
Like, literally, like, you know, there's going to be a hell of a lot of people seeing your face.
Exactly. So, and it's just, I guess, really fun way of actually capturing, you you know, the face rather than just having it for a shoot or for a billboard or something. It was actually quite nice to kind of have a bit of movement. Obviously with Nero's expressions, it's crazy the different expressions you can see in the game, you know, in the video.
How did you first find out about this like job then? And did like Matt and Itsuno like contact you, or did you see like an advert somewhere? How did it come about?
It was actually through a production company.
Okay.
And with my agent. So they got in touch and said, you look, that'd be great to kind of do something together. Yeah. And the first year and a half was quite secret. Obviously we couldn't share anything about what we were doing.
I imagine you made NDA'd up to your eyeballs.
The whole thing, contract and the whole thing. So it was all super secret. And I had a few people writing me and being like, you know, is there something going on? I had no idea how they leaked it. But people always leak stuff, especially in the gaming world. They find out early.
Okay, yeah. It's all like Chinese whispers through the grapevine, isn't it? Like
exactly, just denying everything. But it's good. And then obviously when we like 6 months ago, so when Matt and released the whole in the press conference, and that's when it kind of blew up a bit, which was good. Yeah, but it's really good experience, and I think in the future definitely be really cool to get involved with other games and you know anything else.
Yeah, man. Like you never know. Like I'm sure other games companies once they like see like Nero here, then
send my
there's
portfolio.
There,
send my portfolio and have like a bit of a game stream.
Definitely.
Which is cool. But yeah, it's been exciting. So good to have it come out and you know see before release, see what people think of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the same with Matt and Itsuno, we're kind of like on tenterhooks to see what the Metacritic score for this game is.
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to be very high.
Yeah.
Very high. There's been so much like positive like feedback on this game.
Yes.
Big finish.
Pretty cool. Amazing.
Nice one.
Good gameplay.
Nicely done, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That was, man, that was
wicked.
Good stuff.
Good gameplay.
That was on the edge of our seats, man. I was like, we were all like, oh my god, is he going to get hit or is he? Who's going to put out the first attack? Oh, that was hot, man. Good job, Gabe.
Nice one.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.